Hi guys, welcome to Software Jobs Training, and I'm Tanveer. We are on week 2 now, and this is for the day 1, and in this video we are going to cover the basics of CSS. So CSS is basically a new technology that we are going to learn now, and it stands for cascading style sheets, and it is basically used for all the styling and decoration of the HTML tags. Okay, so suppose we need to change the colors, we need to change the alignment, sizing, borders, shadows and everything. So that will be everything done using CSS. Okay, so HTML, as we said, that HTML will provide us the basic structure, and we are going to use CSS styling over on the top of the HTML code, so to make it look good and to decorate it. Okay, so all those style tags that you have seen so far, you can see this style, and this is basically the style sheet and the CSS styling. So we need to put all the styles inside it, and that will basically decorate and apply styles. So without wasting much time, I'll just click next, and we'll move to the slide number 1. And first of all, we'll be covering the CSS syntax. So it is slightly different from the HTML syntax. Okay, so to apply a CSS style, first of all you need to have an element that you need to apply your styles to. Okay, so suppose I need to apply some styles to a p tag, so I'll put a p tag and put some text over here, and now we need to decorate it. Okay, so to do the CSS work, you will have to declare a style tag. Okay, it could be inside head tag or it could be outside the head tag, but make sure that you do not put this inside the body. Okay, so it should be at least out of the body. You can put it inside the head tag or outside the head tag. It does not matter much, but it is important you do not put it inside the body tag. Okay, so as we said that it needs at least one selector and one declaration. Okay, so the selector is basically this thing that is written over here. So the selector, this is going to select the all the p tags present on the page, and then you're gonna start the curly braces, and inside it you can change the color, and make sure you put the colon and then the color code. Semicolon is required in case you need to put multiple declarations. Okay, so this was for the color, and then you put the semicolon and the text line. Okay, so it's really simple. Alright, first of all, as we said that we can use the selectors to basically select the HTML path that we need to apply styles to, right? So to uniquely identify something, we need to use IDs or classes. Okay, you cannot, look at this thing. We have a p tag over here and another p tag over here, and we wanted to have different colors for both of them. Okay, so if you want to define something very unique, so you can give ID. Okay, this can be this can be unique. So if you want anything to be unique, you can just refer to its ID, so you can give an ID to it. And if you want something to represent an entire class, so suppose you have like 5 or 6 elements that and you have the same styles that you need to apply to them, so it is good that you use classes. Okay, classes can be like you can give the same class to the multiple elements. Okay, like a very simple example of this is like multiple students studying in the same class, so they basically have the same properties, right? In the same way, you can define a class, and you can give this class to multiple elements, and then when you will apply the CSS code to this class, it will be cascaded, or it will be shown to all the elements that have the same class. Okay, so it's pretty simple. And as far as the naming is concerned, you can just give any names to your ID and classes. Okay, so I'll go to the next slide. Alright, so first of all, we'll see that what is an ID selector. Okay, and while writing the HTML tag, all you need to do is write an ID attribute, and then you define the name. Okay, so it could be anything, but make sure that it should make some meaning out of it. Okay, so you should make you should give some nice IDs to your elements so that you can uniquely identify them. And yeah, as I just said, that IDs are generally used to uniquely identify tags, items, or it could be used to uniquely identify images, tables, anything. Okay, so here we have written the simple HTML anchor tag, and I've given some ID. Okay, and to reference this ID in CSS, you will have to write the ID over here, but make sure that it has a hash preceding it. Okay, so make sure there is a hash symbol before you write the ID. Okay, so this will match up with the ID of your anchor tag. So I've written hash, my first ID selector, and then you can just start with curly braces and write down the color. I can also increase the font size, so I'm going to say font size 30 pixels, or it could be 20 pixels. So run this code, and you can see that the size of this text is enlarged now. So very simple, ID selectors, and make sure you put the hash. Then we go next. Okay, so now we're gonna do the class selectors, and so class selectors are a little bit different from the ID selector. So in case you want to apply a set of styles to multiple group of elements, you can just give them the same class. So and it is basically coded using this class attribute, and then you can give any name to it. So it could be like my elements, my classes, my light blue text. Okay, so let's give this a different class name. So I'm not gonna have this name my class. For the sake of this example, I can just write blue text. Okay, so I have this blue text, and in my style tag I need to write the name of the class. So for class names, you need to put a dot and then the class name. Okay, so like for IDs we had the hash, and for the classes we have the dot. Okay, so I've put a dot, and then I've written the class name, and here I can give a nice color. So I can say sky blue, and then I need to put the semicolon and run this code. Okay, so it has given the light blue color to it, but this won't be too much visible, it's too light, so let's make it blue. Okay, let's change the text over here, and this is blue. Okay, so in this way you can use the classes, and right, so it's really simple. Fifth slide is basically the skill assessment. So let us dive us into the live editor to see the styles in action. Okay, so let me just open this live editor in a new tab. Okay, so we have our live editor open, so I'm gonna go with this index.html file, And here we have written some comment. Okay, so this is a standard way to write comments in HTML. First you need to put this less than symbol and then the exclamation mark, a few dashes, and then you can just write any comment over here. So this won't be actually displayed on the page, this is just for your reference, for the developer's reference. So it is always good to comment out your code. Okay, so we will begin with writing the HTML tag and ending it. Then we will begin with head and give it a suitable title. So I can say CSS Selectors, and I will write the body. First of all, we'll get our HTML tags ready, we'll get the HTML structure ready, and I can say welcome to HTML. Then I'm gonna have that this is blue text and this is red text. Okay, so I currently have a h1 tag and two p tags. One says this is blue text and this is red text. Currently it's going to show all black and white because we have not applied any CSS so far, but let me just click on the view button and see what is the output. So okay, this is going to say welcome to HTML, welcome to blue text, and this is red text. Okay, so let's get back to our index.html, and we are going to write some styles. So either you can put it inside the head or outside the head, but I'm going to write it inside the head tag. I've started the style tag and it will automatically close it. So first of all, we'll see that how to select the tags, you know, how to write the tag names as selectors. So I'll just select the h1 tag right away, and I'm gonna say color and hash. This could be like ff4 zeros. Okay, I'm gonna save this and view. So this has turned it into the red color, but there is a problem in using the HTML selectors in CSS, that if you write this code h1 and then you define the color, it is actually going to change all the h1s that are present in your page. Okay, so suppose you have like 10 h1 tags in your page, you know, that could be so many headings in a page, right? But if you have used this h1 selector straight away, this is going to change the color of all the h1 tags that are present. Okay, so all your h1 tags that are present are going to turn red, and this can be a bad situation actually, because you generally want to color things individually. Sometimes you need different styles for a different h1 tag, and to uniquely give styles, it is recommended that you use IDs. Okay, so for ID I can just say that red text. Okay, oh sorry, this is a blue text, right? So this is a blue text and this is ID. So how to give the styles is pretty simple. I'm going to start with hash because this is going to refer using an ID selector, so hash is important, and then write the tag name, the ID name, and the curly braces start, and it is automatically going to end the curly braces, right? And then you can just write the color. So either you can write the color code or the color name, and I'm gonna also give it one little style that says font size, and it could be 30 pixels. Save this. We already have one tab opened, so I can just refresh this. You can see that this blue tag is being referenced using an ID selector, and it has a blue color to it, and also the font size is quite increased, so it is almost as big as the h1 tag, so this can be quite useful, right? So on at last we are going to work with the class selectors. So class selectors are basically, as we have discussed, that they're basically used to group up styles and apply them to multiple HTML tags. Okay, so I have this h1 and the p. Okay, so I'm gonna give them the same class, and I'm gonna say center text. So this is the class name, and I'm gonna give the same class name to this also, because I actually want them to be center aligned, so I want both of them to have the same styles. Okay, so here is the center text and here is the center text. To reference a class selector, I'm going to use this dot and then center text. I'm going to write this is basically the class name, and then start the curly braces. It is going to automatically end the curly braces. Then you just need to write the text align center. Okay, in previous HTML examples we had learned that how to say align is equal to right, align is equal to center, align is equal to left, right? But in CSS there is a different syntax for that, so you have to say text dash align center. Okay, so we have given this center text class to h1 as well as a p tag. Okay, so both of these will be center aligned, so we have the same class to two elements. So let me just refresh this. As you can see that HTML is center aligned, but something is wrong with the red, this p tag that is saying this is red text, because it is not center aligned so far. Let's see. Okay, so I have a typo over here that says CLAS, and there should be CLASS class. And let's save this and refresh. Okay, so our center text class is actually center aligning both of these tags. Okay, so in this way you can make use of the selectors, and you can declare text. You can declare tags and stylize them using CSS coding. Okay, it is really simple. So slide number 5 was the skill assessment, and I'm gonna skip this, and this will bring us to the end of day 1 of week 2nd. Thanks a lot for watching.